G5 Jeff TV. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Please share this video. Support your boy. Support good content at all times. Now, Keith Thurman, the WBC, WBA, 147-pound welterweight champion of the world. He got a big target on his back. He got a big ass target on his back. We haven't seen nothing like this in a while in terms of how many people are after one guy. Earl Spence is definitely after him. Danny Garcia is after him. Sean Porter is after him. Adrian Broner is after him. There's just a lot of guys that want to get their hands on Keith Thurman. And he is definitely embracing it. He's definitely embracing it. He's getting this, Floyd Money Mayweather on right now in terms of how he's acting and marketing himself. And I'm not hating on that one bit. Now, Keith Thurman has a date scheduled for a comeback, May 19th, 2018. They have not announced an opponent yet, which is a little weird because it's already March. But, Jesse Vargas was the rumored opponent, but Keith Thurman, in an interview, openly said that him and his team decided to go in a different direction. So it's going to be interesting to see who he's going to fight May 19th. Whoever he fights May 19th, in my eyes, will not be a tune-up. It will not be an easy fight for Keith Thurman because he'll be in a layoff and coming off of an injury. So you have to factor those things in. And when you're going up against it could be a top 15, top 20, top 25 guy. And you have to say that person is going to give, Keith Thurman some work in there. So, assuming that Keith Thurman gets past the fight on May 19th, this could possibly be his schedule. Sean Porter, mandatory number 1. Danny Garcia, mandatory number 2. Then I think the WBA is going to come knocking at the door and say, hey, Keith Thurman, we got a mandatory for you too. And then I think he's going to have to fight another mandatory for the WBA. And then a possible Earl Spence fight. So you're looking at possibly 4 more fights for Keith Thurman before he even has to think about Earl Spence. Now, could he just skip over those fights and just go after Earl Spence right now? Absolutely, but we know he's not going to do that. Sean Porter is a money fight. Danny Garcia is a money fight. So he's definitely going to take both of them back to back because he's already done it before and he's already beaten both of them. So you have to think that he's going to take both of those fights. And then at that point, he should be fully back in Keith Thurman mode in terms of how he is inside of the ring. And that's assuming that he beats all of these guys. Then he would have a decision to make. And that's either fight Earl Spence to unify or move up to 154 pounds, and you have to factor that in as well because Keith Thurman's been at 147 for a long time, and he's a big 147. He's a big 147. He's fought at 154 before, so is Earl Spence. So he'll have a decision at that time similar to what Jermall Charlo had before he fought Julian J. Rock Williams, and people was telling Jermall Charlo that he was scared of J. Rock and he wasn't going to fight J. Rock. And Jermall Charlo was just like, you know what, fuck that. I'm going to fight him. And he fought him and he showed up and showed out in that fight and knocked Julian J. Rock Williams silly. Now, Keith Thurman, hopefully he'll take on the challenge of Earl Spence. But everything that I mentioned is on the table for Keith Thurman. And when you hold 2 of the 4 belts and you're the top guy in the division, you call shots. You call shots, and that's what Keith Thurman is doing right now, and people don't like the fact that he's calling shots. And it's okay. It's okay that he's calling shots. All the fans can do and the boxing public is continue to put the pressure on Keith Thurman. Hopefully he'll crack, and he'll take on that Earl Spence fight a little sooner than expected. But I'm just going to put this out there, and y'all let me know what y'all think. Now, this is a lot, but it's possible. Keith Thurman beats the tune-up fight May 19th. Keith Thurman beats Shawn Porter in the first mandatory. He beats Danny Garcia in the second mandatory. Then he beats the WBA's mandatory, whoever that may be. And then he turns around and he beats Errol Spence Jr. to unify the welterweight championship of the world. Of course, minus the WBO. If he goes through that gauntlet and he beats all 4 and or 5 of those fights, do you have to mention Keith Thurman with the greats? Do you have to mention Keith Thurman with the great welterweight champions of all time if he goes through that gauntlet and with that resume that he has? Is it possible? Yes. Is it something to think about? Yes. Is Keith Thurman talented enough of a fighter to accomplish that? Absolutely. Yes, he is. He's beaten Shawn Porter before. He's beaten Danny Garcia before. Tune-up, they're not going to do too much as far as the tune-up on May 19th. And Errol Spence, that's going to be a difficult matchup. But it's a matchup that he can win and has the talent to win. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Is he an all-time great if he goes through this gauntlet? G5 Jeff TV. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Please share this video. Support your boy. Support good content at all times. Appreciate y'all. Peace.